Carpenter, and Malukas gets up on the inside as Palou gets squeezed and Palou drops back.
How did we get through that? That was some heads-up driving from Palou on back. We got a spinner. Kyle Larson.
No. Larson hits Simpson.
I think Stingray Raw may have been caught up in that as well.
The Memorial Day weekend of 2025 delivered one of motorsports' most heartbreaking moments. Kyle Larson's second consecutive attempt at the legendary double ended in devastating fashion. The Hendrick Motorsports star crashed out of both the Indianapolis 500 and Coca-Cola 600 on the same day. But what happened next shocked the entire racing world. Days after the catastrophic failures, Katelyn Larson broke her silence. Her response was not what anyone expected. The Memorial Day double represents one of motorsports' most grueling challenges. Drivers must compete in both the Indianapolis 500 and Coca-Cola 600 within the same day. This requires completing 1,100 miles of racing across two completely different disciplines. Only Tony Stewart successfully completed all laps of this feat in 2001. Kyle Larson made his second consecutive attempt at this storied challenge in 2025. The logistics alone create enormous pressure. A 55 to 60-minute flight separates Indianapolis and Charlotte. Larson needed to finish the Indy 500 by approximately 4 p.m. Eastern Time to make the 6 p.m. start of the Coca-Cola 600. Weather complications immediately threatened the attempt. Delays pushed the Indy 500 start back by approximately 50 minutes. This timing disruption would prove crucial for everything that followed. Larson started the Indianapolis 500 in 19th position. He managed to work his way up to 16th place before disaster struck. On lap 91, traffic slowed ahead of him. Larson downshifted and his Indy car got loose. The car veered to the inside of the track and spun out. "I got loose and kind of all over the place, so I spun," Larson told a Fox reporter immediately after the crash. The accident ended his Indianapolis race prematurely. He finished 24th place, having completed only 227.5 miles of the intended 500-mile race. Despite his disappointment, Larson quickly shifted focus to Charlotte. "Just bummed out," Larson said. "Try and get over this quickly and get on to Charlotte." The crash meant his chance at completing the full double was already over, but Larson still had plenty of time to reach Charlotte for the NASCAR race. Larson arrived at Charlotte Motor Speedway in time to start the Coca-Cola 600. His troubles continued immediately. On lap 40, he hit the wall, causing significant damage to his car. The impact compromised his vehicle's performance for the remainder of the race. The situation deteriorated further as the race progressed. Larson later spun through the infield grass. He then became collected in a multi-car wreck on lap 246. This effectively ended any chance of salvaging a positive result from the day. Of the intended 1,100 miles, Larson completed only 595 total miles. He managed 227.5 miles at Indianapolis instead of 500. At Charlotte, he completed 367.5 miles instead of 600. Former NASCAR Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick provided critical analysis of Larson's performance. Speaking on his Happy Hour podcast, Harvick suggested that the Indianapolis crash created psychological pressure. This pressure negatively impacted Larson's confidence and performance in the NASCAR race.
I think that last year, the cars were a lot easier to drive. He wrecked 3 times this year in the Indy car. I think he came back to the 600 wanting to just absolutely smash them.
Yeah.
And I think he stepped over the limit a couple times and got himself in trouble, just wanting to rebound and show everybody from the Indy 500 scenario that he was the man. He's still the man. But even the guys like Kyle Larson can be affected by that confidence piece that goes with the driving, how you think, the process that you go through. And I think that last year was great. This year, he had a lot of trouble with the car. A lot of guys had a lot of trouble with the car with how hard it was to drive. Tough conditions with the cool temperatures yesterday and kind of chaos on the restarts. They had a lot of trouble.
Harvick's analysis revealed how elite drivers can be affected by confidence issues. The pressure to prove himself after the Indianapolis setback may have led to over-aggressive driving in Charlotte. This determination to rebound potentially contributed to his subsequent mistakes. Harvick concluded that while Larson's effort was admirable, the 2021 Cup Series champion should focus solely on his NASCAR commitments moving forward. In the aftermath of these devastating crashes, all eyes turned to the Larson family. Katelyn Larson took to Instagram to share her perspective on the day's events. Her response shocked the racing community completely. Instead of expressing frustration or disappointment about the crashes, Katelyn chose a different approach. She shared family pictures and wrote a caption that revealed the true emotional impact of the double attempt. Not the outcome we were hoping for, emotionally draining, but we did it as a family, and I couldn't be more thankful. Der H1100 double. This response stunned many in the racing world. Rather than focusing on the failures or missed opportunities, Katelyn emphasized gratitude and family unity. Her perspective shifted the entire narrative from racing disappointment to family strength. The hashtags she used included H1100 double, showing continued support for her husband's ambitious goals despite the heartbreaking outcome. Her ability to find positivity in such a disappointing situation demonstrated remarkable resilience. Understanding Katelyn's response requires knowing her deep connection to motorsports. She brings her own racing pedigree to the relationship as the sister of professional driver Brad Sweet. Growing up in Grass Valley connected her deeply to motorsports culture from an early age. Katelyn and Kyle first met at a race near his hometown of Elk Grove, California. They began dating soon after their initial meeting. Their romance blossomed around their shared passion for racing and motorsports. Their relationship timeline reveals a family built around racing. The couple welcomed their first child, Owen, in December 2014. This occurred before they were even engaged. Kyle proposed to Katelyn on Owen's third birthday, creating a memorable family moment. They married in 2018. Since their marriage, they have expanded their family with daughter Audrey and son Cooper. This creates a household where racing is truly a family affair. All three children have grown up surrounded by the motorsports world. This racing heritage explains why Katelyn's response focused on family rather than racing results. Her perspective comes from understanding that racing involves risks and disappointments. Family support remains constant, regardless of track outcomes. Before the races began, significant excitement surrounded Larson's double attempt. Katelyn Larson was trending on social media as she shared special content leading up to the big day. She posted a video that captured the anticipation surrounding the 1,100-mile challenge.
The seeds of disappointment grew a new opportunity. Blooming in the fields of May, a second chance at 1,100 miles of glory. Just as in life, nothing is guaranteed. Given that chance, though, you have to go for it. Something we have done before and will do again today. Resiliency runs in the Larson family. That trait also reflects upon the 17 and 5 teams.
I don't really know what the hell you're worried about, but I'm fine. The team's fine. Everybody down here is nodding their heads and giving a thumbs up. Let's go.
The Hendrick Motorsports team built excitement with their announcement. A moment in time, a moment for all time, a second chance at 1,100 miles of glory, the team proclaimed. This messaging emphasized both the historical significance and the redemption narrative of Larson's second consecutive attempt. The Larson family had done extensive traveling in preparation for Memorial Day, nothing compared to the logistics required for the double attempt itself. They needed to be in Indianapolis for the afternoon Indy 500. They hoped to be in Charlotte for the evening Coca-Cola 600. The day was scheduled to be a whirlwind of cross-country racing. Fox Sports was broadcasting the Indy 500, adding to the media attention surrounding the attempt. The Memorial Day double remains one of motorsports' most difficult challenges for multiple reasons. Weather delays are common and can destroy the tight timing required. The physical and mental demands of switching between two different racing disciplines create additional complications. IndyCar and NASCAR require completely different driving techniques. The cars have different setups and strategic approaches. Drivers must mentally and physically adapt between the two series within hours. Kyle Larson became the 5th driver to start both races on the same day. Only Tony Stewart in 2001 completed all 1,100 miles successfully. This success rate demonstrates the extraordinary difficulty of the challenge. The flight time between Indianapolis and Charlotte is 55 to 60 minutes. This does not account for getting to and from airports. Weather delays and preparation time for the second race create additional time pressures. Years ago, the Indianapolis 500 started 15 to 30 minutes earlier. When Indianapolis was on Central Time, it had an 11 a.m. local start. The Charlotte race already approaches 11 p.m. when it starts around 6:30 p.m. This leaves little room for scheduling adjustments.